plugging in a new Bitcoin miner today. It's the Canaan A15XP. Canaan has come out of nowhere with the 1500 series of these miners. So I'm super excited to get this one in and plug it in on the farm. You can also check out our original 1500 series review on the 1566. That was like half a year ago or something. That miner's been running fantastic. TLDR on that. Also just plugged an A15 Pro in this week. That's been running good as well. And I also got the 1500 Immersion series, which I'm so excited to get dunked, running in our new Immersion install that I'm gonna complete next week, which that miner is a purpose-built miner just for mining Bitcoin inside of an immersion tank or with liquid cooling. So let's get this thing out of the box. And I got a feeling this is gonna be a box in a box. All right, camera, do not fall off. I present to you a box in a box. Canaan is a major Bitcoin miner manufacturer. They also have a publicly traded stock, CAN. I don't currently own any. I've owned some in the past, previous bull run. That turned out to be a good investment then. They've been popping out a lot of models, really stepping up, and they've had absolutely insane momentum on the mini miners, the Canaan Nano 3, the 3S, the Mini 3, as well as their new Avalon Q. They're decentralizing mining more than any other ASIC miner manufacturer, making smaller Bitcoin miners at low price points that mine on Wi-Fi. But that's not what this is. This is what you're looking for is essentially best bang for buck for the most Bitcoin hash rate, depending on your power usage. That's where the 1500 series comes in. So I'm super excited to get another one plugged in and just review this. Please be advised, this does not come with a power cable, and you will not have the correct power cable for it. So huge shout out to Altair. I needed some more power cables. I needed them fast. I forget the name of this. I'll put it up on the screen. We do have an affiliate link with Altair, right? You know, shameless plug, I guess. We have a coupon code VoskCoin to save you some coin. That's the best coupon code you could possibly get with him. But sometimes you just got to really value the relationship and even just a good seller. So I get these in, I'm like, oh crap, they don't come with power cables. And then I go over there and I sync an order on his site. He's in the US, he keeps US stock. I get this in a couple days, right? And then you match green to green, everything else falls into place. And you got the correct power cable. This is not the P13 or basically the typical power cable that you see on the new Bitmain Antminer series, the S21s and so on. But Altair Tech doesn't just sell power cables for the Canaan miner. They sell bit axes, they sell the best PDU for mining, and a bunch of other just full-size Bitcoin miners and peripherals. They're Bitcoin focused, so if you want something related to Bitcoin and mining, then they're essentially your one-stop shop for it. Just like their 1566 and the other 15 Pro, this has no fans on the back of the machine. And I don't find these machines overheating. They have these big, thick, beefy fans on the front. This gives them a very small form factor, right? I mean, look at my iPhone out here. This is iPhone 16 Pro, and then I've got a Milwaukee Blade right here. How you doing? You all right? Yeah, anyway, back to our regularly scheduled programming. I love that these have an on-off switch on the power supply. It's a newer style that has a little LED on it, so that'll glow green if it's good to go. If you see red or it's not on, but it's supposed to be, that's not a good sign. It's got the classic Canaan embossing on the top shroud of the device. That's cool. I really like that you can replace these fans if need be. just by popping these out and then pulling these screws out. Very quick, very easy. Stuff like this should become more standardized in the Bitcoin mining industry. This is obviously an ASIC miner. It's a custom built computer with ASIC chips in it that only mine one mining algorithm. In this case, it's SHA-256 or Bitcoin mining. All the new age miners come with an attached power supply. We've already talked about the power supply, but obviously this is it. This does not run on Wi-Fi. You can always just run some kind of mesh network, you know, put up a little Wi-Fi hotspot, run an Ethernet cable to it, easy peasy. I've got a couple of switches. We're gonna be deploying this in my digital shovel Minipod M300, which we are currently modifying because I'm like the mad scientist out here, or just a lunatic crazy or some weird shit. And yeah, that's it. Another thing to be advised of, this does not have anything on the bottom like some IB Link miners do that have the square form factor and shiny finish. You would think that they painted this and threw some fleck in there. Wow. And to spell it out super clear, this is the Canaan Avalon Miner 15XP 206 terahash a second version. This only runs on 220 voltage plus, right? So I'm going to be plugging it into my single phase 240 voltage electricity out here. Typical electricity here in America is 60 hertz. Of course, this can run on that. I've got multiple electric services out here on the mining farm. So that's my gray immersion mining shed. This is the green mining shed. We got to rebrand that from what we used to call it. Oh, that didn't go great. Called the BitX shed, honestly, at this rate. And of course, we have the digital shovel, which has another 400 amp service. But check this out. Just pulled in another 600 amps. That install is complete. That service is hot and online, so I have another 600 amps of electricity that's essentially been activated here out on my mining farm. I'm pulling 200 of those amps into the Minipod M300, and then I've got another new mining building that's gonna pop up here sooner than later, which I'm very, very excited about. So without further ado, let's get this plugged in.
Let's take a quick detour, or maybe we call it an off-ramp. Offramp.xyz. It's a way to spend your stable coins, and they made today's video possible. It's an app. You can create a card for free. And basically, it gives you a digital as well as physical Visa card that allows you to spend your crypto, including stable coins, basically meaning you could be close enough to remaining on chain and buy whatever you want to buy whenever you need to buy it. If you live in one of the 110 countries they service, check them out with the link in the video description below. Type it in to find yours.
It's not freezing today, but it's, I mean, the cold temperature is helpful with mining and all that, you know. Earning passive income. It's so easy. Just plug in power and Ethernet and you're mining Bitcoins, right? All right, so we plugged it in. And now we need to get the IP address. A bunch of ways you can do this, IP scan or whatever. I use the Eero app, mesh network. So I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna put in Canaan A15XP. And I'm gonna do 206. Is that what it's supposed to do? See, when I forget, I just put a note and give myself more work later. So here's the deal. You get the IP address, whatever way you want to go about that, and then you need to log in. The default here is going to be root. So you can see this is a 206 model. It tells me right here in the configuration. I will click over to the config page. I'm actually just going to make this super easy for me. I'm going to copy and paste my config for my other Canaan miner. I know that obviously works. Just gonna do 1, 2, 3 there, leave it in the default high performance mode. I am mining my Bitcoin on Luxor. Luxor not only has a Bitcoin mining pool, they offer several mining pools for altcoin mining. They have Hash Rate Index, which is a free newsletter with a premium upgrade focused all on essentially Bitcoin mining research, as well as mining sales.
They have also developed their own custom mining firmware for ASIC miners, LuxOS. And what's really cool about it, it gives you all kinds of customization capabilities for your mining rigs. They have some data supporting that you'll actually literally earn more, get a rebate mining to their pool if you're already on there and using their firmware. And then furthermore, if you punch in code VoskCoin in LuxOS, you support the channel, which is great. But also you will get a reduced mining fee. So you support yourself. Give some thought, and I'll link it out down in the video description below. So here I'm going to change this IP address to 26, and this is the A15XP. Then I'll copy that and just paste over what I need to. So this looks good. I'll click save. It reminds you need to reboot manually. So normally I click over here on the overview page, see nothing's going on. I click back on the config page. My information is still here and saved. That's cool, that's what I want to see. I click reboot in the bottom left, and now it's rebooting. So at this point, there's one last step. I pull up their mining pool. Here it is on my phone. And you can see I've got 28 workers online on this mining pool, and that's correct right now. This would be my 29th Bitcoin miner that should fire up. I actually have a few more, but a couple have been sent in for hosting and repairs, and you know how it goes. It's rebooted, and you see my correct mining pool information here, so that's good. It hasn't started mining yet, so it shouldn't hit the mining pool yet. That's understanded and expected. We're obviously doing all kinds of crazy mining. I've got all these bit axes and stuff running here. It's really the bit axe shed now. And oh my God, is the Nerd Q axe so freaking cool. I just recorded my video review for that. Make sure to subscribe to check out that video. I don't know how you're not gonna want one. It is badass. And back to this miner. So we can see that it's starting to fire up. We're seeing a hash rate here. Closer to the appropriate power draw. Very quickly, the mining pool picks it up. We're seeing 29. That's obviously going to be our new miner. And now we're just going to let it start digging. It's a mining joke. So I'm going to let this run for several days, and then I'll just I'll be back with some mining profitability, power usage, long-term projection, and we'll review everything else we need to that we haven't touched on so far in this video. All right, so I've been running this machine for a week since you saw me. And it's doing great. It's working, it's running, it's mining, it's staying cool, it's good to go. Very happy with that aspect. But here's where it gets a little crazy. This thing is really overperforming poolside. Its 24-hour hash rate is 212 terahash a second. Okay, this is a 206 terahash a second machine. It says it's doing 207 terahash a second. The variance here is essentially based on the proof of work, the shares submitted, and without getting into the weeds of it, you get paid from Bitcoin mining pools based on your essential submitted work, shares, and literally your proof of work. This is a huge overperformance, at least in the last 24 hours, which is pretty cool to see. And to put it into perspective, right, this is like a bonus of 6 extra BitAxe Gammas, right? Or maybe Brains mini miners on top of what this miner is supposed to be doing, or essentially a Canaan Nano 3S mini BTC miner, right? Just for reference. So very cool, very happy, very impressed with that aspect. Taking the 24-hour BTC associated with this miner, it is earned $9.93 worth of Bitcoin, or about 12,000 Satoshis. In the last 24 hours, Bitcoin has put out about $39 million in emission to Bitcoin miners. When we pull up Mining Now, which is a mining profitability calculator like AMV, but it's pretty cool. It updates in real time. My electricity rate input here at 7.5 cents per kilowatt hour. I am projected to profit about $4 a day. I am projected to mine about $10.50 worth of Bitcoin per day. But to be frank, I think that at least on the Bitcoin miners, Mining Now has been estimating a little bit high, and I'm definitely happy with these numbers. For reference, this is mining 206 terahash a second at 3,667 watts, which gives us an efficiency of 17.8 joules a terahash, or sometimes otherwise said as watts per terahash. If you checked out the A15 Pro model, which also has a dedicated video review here on the channel, that comes in at 1 joule or watt per terahash better of efficiency. I'm pretty excited because if you look at my 24-hour hash rate, I'm just under 4 petahash a second again. I've got a couple broken Bitmain amp miners. My S21 Pro is broken for like the 3rd time. Instead of sending it to warranty with Bitmain, I've sent it to a third-party repair shop. So that'll be interesting to see if we can get that up and running again. I've had a really good experience with the Canaan A15 series of miners. But the S21 series has not really been a good experience in comparison. For what it's worth, yeah, I'm really happy with this. It's a great addition to the farm. I'm happy to be hashing more Bitcoin out here. And you know, it's got me thinking about adding another one. And spoiler, wait till you see our review of the immersion ready model. It is, spoiler, so fucking cool. Hey, I'm Vosk. You're on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. This is 10 Seconds of Tales. She's our SCP, our super cutie pup. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you subscribe and look out for our other incoming content. I think some of our best edits are in the chamber. We got some cool shit we're gonna post here soon, so hope you see it. I hope you're having a good one. See you later.
Just another day out here at the farm, chasing them mining gates, but they elude me. Plug another miner in, and the only thing's going up is my electric bill. Damn. Think that's gonna be a hit new single? Maybe. Maybe we make that into like the next hit country song as like the outro or something. I don't know. That's the kind of shit I do all the time to myself out here, but I don't have the camera rolling most of the time when I'm being all weird.